You're welcome back, and you're still watching Newsnight. We're live from Nigeria's capital in Abuja. I'm Christian Ogodo. Let's quickly go to Monrovia now, where Liberia President George Weah has conceded election defeat to opposition leader Joseph Boakai after a tight race ending the presidency marred by graft allegations, but helping to ensure a smooth transition of power in the once volatile African nation. Boakai, a former vice president who lost to Weah in the 2017 election, led with 50.9% of the vote over Weah's 49.1%. With nearly all the votes counted, the country's elections commission said, that was yesterday, that the result marks a stark turnaround from 2017, when global soccer legend Weah, buoyed by a wave of hope, trounced Boakai with 62% of the vote. Many have since grown disillusioned with the lack of progress, poverty, unemployment, food insecurity, and poor electricity supply which persists. Weah's concession paves the way for Liberia's second democratic transfer of power in over 7 decades. The first was when Weah swept to power 6 years ago.
Boakai Joseph N. UP. Votes obtained 814,212, constituting 50.89%. Weah George Mane CDC. Votes obtained 785,778, constituting 49.11%.
I'm so glad today to tell Liberian people thank you very much for what they have done. The Liberian people have spoken. I want to say congratulations to you all. JMB has played his part, and he got more to do for the Liberian people. We are here tonight to celebrate.
I feel so good that Liberians have been redeemed from this footballing president George Weah. We are happy, we are very happy, especially the Liberian students. We have been marginalized by this president. We are happy today, we are so joyful in Liberia.
Well, Liberia setting the pace or setting a standard. Now, Arise correspondent Punariman Benjamin, who just arrived from Liberia, joins us now in the studios. Punarima, very warm welcome.
Thank you.
You must have seen some lessons there for Nigeria to learn from a 2.4 million naira country. Smooth transition. Yes, Nigeria had it in 2015 when Jonathan handed over to former President Buhari. But
yes.
How seamless was the election that has brought Boakai in now?
Okay, so when we got to Liberia, we saw, first of all, supporters on the streets, and you know, they were campaigning, and when they were campaigning, we realized that most of them are supporters of Joseph Boakai. And when we got on the street, we also spoke to a lot of them who were very expectant and very anxious, you know, to see that the presidential runoff goes on well. And on the day of the election, what we noticed is the process was very easy. It was seamless. Even though they go about the manual process of election, it was very seamless and very easy to do. And we realized that even the aged, they didn't have to go through, you know, the rigorous, a rigorous process. And after then, we saw that they also, you know, prioritized the people who are living with disability. So the process also helped them because it was not difficult. It was just a very simple and easy process. But what we saw is we saw a people who are really calling for change. We saw people who are really willing to see a country that the economy is moving. They want to see a country where the educational system will be better. They want to see a country where poverty will be eradicated, even though that was it was part of the promises that George Weah made when he was campaigning during his first tenure.
Would you say that the people lost faith, in him? Because according to George Weah, if I have to quote him, this is the time for graciousness in defeat, to put national interests above personal interests. And he went on to even say that, look, 28,000 votes separated the winner and him the loser, but he now talked about a kind of sense of division in Liberia. Do you see any division in that? 2.4 million people, and the votes 50.9% to 49.1%. Would you call that a division?
I wouldn't call that a division, because I saw unity. I saw a people who were willing, to unite for a common goal, and that is they want to see progress in their country. And what I also noticed is that people were already losing hope. People were already tired of George Weah. I remember talking to one young man on the street, and he said to me that, I'm sure you came to Liberia by flight and you noticed the road, the deplorable state of our road. From the airport to the city was a nightmare. It was 2 hours journey, and that journey was a journey we did not really enjoy because the road was terrible. And I felt that road is the first impression that one gets once one gets into a certain country or community or wherever. So they were just tired of him.
So you met a disillusioned people,
yes,
like you said, angling for change,
true,
a change for a better hope. And do you think the 78-year-old Boakai experienced in governance, because he was vice president to Helen Sirleaf Johnson before Weah defeated him? Do you see him making a great impact in the socio-political and economic lives of Liberians?
Well, I wouldn't say yes, I wouldn't say no, because politicians can say anything when they are begging for votes. But once they get into power, it is difficult to say, because George Weah made similar promises, and when he got in, he disappointed the people. So we wouldn't say Joseph Boakai will do better until we see those changes that Liberians are really
maybe until we see that
see.
The airport road from the Monrovia International Airport to the city, would have been dualized and very motorable and the rest, and
yes,
some other, infrastructural developments that most of Africa, Nigeria, we yearn for. Thanks so very much.
Thank you so much.
Benjamin,
thank you for having me.
Arise correspondent just back from Monrovia, Liberia.